just come. We must never stop the way, yeah. Birds jumping and I hear my name, grasping into a life. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a start. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, light is gonna come. The birds have just begun. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk.
Good evening, everybody. It is Friday night, my friends. Welcome on in. And I'm here. I'm back. I'm ready to do some coding, I think, my friend. Hey there, Tech. How's it going? What subject can we bug you with tonight? Any subject, as always. As always. One second here while I get some things sorted, and let's see. Alright, I think I can swap over here. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Welcome on in. Let me get some things. Sorry here, Docker was I forgot to kill Docker Desktop last week, so apparently if you let it hibernate long enough, it just starts to freak out. So you have to kind of give the old kick, the old kill -9. Get back on your side again. We got that. Your wife's on her new laptop and Blend OS. Nice. Got like an hour ago and let it warm up some, and now it's going. Oh, cool. Awesome. Very cool. What's going on here? Oh, there we go. Cool. Make everything big so everybody can see what I'm doing. See all the mistakes I'm making. Good stuff here. All right. So, apologies. I still have a cold, so I'm like sucking on cough drop right now. But I think there's a couple housekeeping things. I think Dependabot has his up with a few pull requests. Oh, there you go. You're live before you even got the notice. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. It's let's see how it goes. Yeah, it's trying to I'm getting a lot of like duplicate notifications. It's funny. I've followed so many people on LiveSpace. My emails are constantly like, this person's going live on LiveSpace, this person's going live, this person's going live. I might have to actually turn down some of the notifications. Alright, what do we got here? Looks like quite a few things got updated. Including Spring Framework went to 6.0.13 to 6.1.1. Interesting. Links to Spring Web Flux. Okay. The Music Oracle JDBC client update key holder does not work with explicit key column name. I'll have to keep an eye on that one for the day job. But alright. I mean, this looks fine. So we'll start getting some of these approved. Put them down. Look at that in there. Logback Classic. Resolve a high severity dependabot alert. Prevent DOS attacks on malicious serialized input. Okay. That would explain it. Alright, that's good. Merge that in. Cool. Can't wait till 2025 when Windows Go Cloud and monthly cost. Yeah. May go help a coworker and set up Linux for him and his kids. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. You'll see me soon one day testing. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. One thing I was trying to see, and it doesn't look like they have it yet, so I was looking. Like I have a Raspberry Pi on the desk here that I haven't been using, and I think I just have Ubuntu on it because it was just an easy way to update it with. But I was looking to see if for BlendOS if they had an ARM version. It doesn't look like they have an ARM version for it yet. So I was thinking of maybe putting that on there, but it doesn't look like they have at least that yet. Still early, yeah. Yeah, that's what it looked like. So I was like, I'd like to put it on there, but in the absence of that, I'm probably what I'm probably going to make. I'm probably going to turn the Pi into a I've been debating whether to turn it into a Pi-hole or whether to just turn into a emulation thing. I'm leaning towards the emulation side of it and just put emulators and stuff on there and get it set up like that. SQL drivers. Okay. Works for me. Keto jumps quite a bit. That's fine. Approve that. Confirm. There we go. Jackson, which is our JSON stuff. That bumps up a little bit. Grab that. And liquid base plugin. I wonder what changed here. Major release. Just report. Oh, that's for Pro. And it's truncated. I guess it won't tell me. I guess it hasn't done much for the open source one. But we'll see. We'll find out when none of my migrations work or where they work too well. Find out. Solid ARM are Ubuntu, Linux, Mint, Debian as a good ARM version. Yeah, it's got Ubuntu on it right now, and there is a distro for I forget the name of it now. That's widely available for like emulation and stuff. emulator. I think RetroPie is one of the popular ones. Because it's got Raspbian Emulation Station, RetroArch, and all that stuff. And it's got Kodi Media Center. Different themes and stuff. Yeah, RetroPie 4.8 was March of last year. This is one I mean this could work for most of what I would want. I mean, you get most of your emulators already in there. I wonder though if SteamOS would work on it in a limited setup. I don't know. I don't think the hardware is powerful enough to do that. I'd be very surprised if it was. Like, it's pretty powerful hardware, but I think it doesn't have that much memory, and I'd have to see how far we could get it to emulate. Like, it'd be really cool if I could get like Yuzu to run on it, but I don't think it's. I think it's going to be too hardware constrained to run on there. You know, where I could run my. Because I've been playing Super Mario RPG on stream, and I've been using the Yuzu emulator for it, and even on my gaming rig, it's, you know, it's only getting like 40, like between 30 and 40 FPS. So, and that's with Vulkan and all that stuff. So I kind of doubt it's going to do anything on, you know, on the Pi. Oh yeah, no, I got you. I don't know. It's be interesting. I mean, what are the systems they have in there? Atari, ColecoVision, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Genesis, Master System, Nintendo 64, Nintendo DS, NES. Oh, you can actually do some old PC DOS things. That might be interesting. The engine. PlayStation 1 and 2, PlayStation Portable, Sega 32X, Sega CD, SNES. The Wii. That's pretty close. We're getting to 2006 here. ZX Spectrum. About the closest we get to modern is the Wii. Which just goes to show you how underpowered Nintendo's hardware has been in recent generations. That literally a tiny Raspberry Pi can run the games on it at a decent clip. What would be interesting though is running some old DOS games on there. I wonder if I could run. I guess you can't really run. That'd be interesting if I could run like an old Windows on there. because I don't even. Nah, I mean, such a different architecture. I'd be surprised if you'd be able to run that. Because there is one game that I have that's a space game that I've never. There's like one video on YouTube of it, and I've been trying to get it working in Windows 10, and it's not having it. Like I've been using the hooks to try to turn things on and off for it in Windows, and trying to get it to run, and I got it as far as like I can get the menus to load up, but as soon as I try to go into the main game, it fails. And I'd really like to see if I can get that working, because I want to see what the game's like. It looks like a really fun game. It's one I've never seen before or heard of. I found an old copy of it, and I just couldn't get it to work. What's the game called? Where did I put the game at? Let me check for a second here. I think in my infinite wisdom I put the box away. Let me see if I still have it on the other computer here. Probably still have it here somewhere. Because I had I was trying to load the ISO up and everything, and it was having a problem. It was actually having a problem, not necessarily with the game, but with the cutscenes trying to load the video. So I was trying to I took the ISO, I burned an ISO, and I tried to re-render the videos, see if it would work without to have them, see if it would run them without what it was needing, and it still wasn't working. What is the I'm trying to find the name. I'm trying to find the name right now. I'm looking through my files here, because I had it pulled out. Into its own file. I can't. Where did I put it? No, that's not it. That's Rock Alliance. Oh, Phoenix. Is that what? That was the name of it, right? Phoenix. Yeah. So I'm gonna bring this up. Where is the? That's the intro. So I actually like cut the movies out and re-rendered some of them. I'm trying to see. Yeah, so let me swap back over to the other computer here, because I know there's like a YouTube video out there of it. So I think it's let me hide that for a second because I'm not sure who I'm logged in as on YouTube. I'm logged in as myself, so it's a good thing I did that. What's it called? Phoenix game play. Okay. There's so much. It was German. Later. It's like so unknown that I'm having trouble even finding the footage of it. Wow. I know, it's like multi-count. Yeah, I know. Yeah, there's so many things here. It's like Starfighter. Oh god, if I do Phoenix Starfighter, I get freaking Star Wars Rebels, of course. Gameplay. I cannot for the life of me find it. That is hilarious. Well, you know what I can do? Let me close that out for a second. What I can do is I can show you how much I got working out. How about that? It was, yeah, here we go. If I swap back over to here, this is called Phoenix. Wow. Where's Where's my where did I put let me think here. Where did I put the thing?
We fall into the sun, so wrap your arms around me before we resent and are gone. Fall into the sun, the heat that keeps on giving. Our hearts won't stop their beating until we're dust. Until we're dust.
Where did I put it? That is a good question. I have no idea where I put it. I forgot all the No One Lives Forever stuff. I still haven't played Contract Jack, and I didn't finish No One Lives Forever 2 either. I gotta get back to it at some point. I have oh, that's Dagger. There's Jackrabbit. Solar Winds. Star Rangers. I don't know. I have the CD image somewhere. I don't remember where I put it. Obviously I have it installed. I have no idea where it went. Yeah. Huh. You ate it. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's around. It's probably under like a backup somewhere. Because like me, I was probably like, oh, I need some hard drive space, and so I went, yeah, I'm not using this right now. And threw it somewhere else. Is likely what I would have done. Weird. Yeah. Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, I don't see it on here. At least it's not under anything that jumps out at me as the correct thing. Surprised I don't have it under. Oh wait, there we go. Phoenix. Ah, here it is. I found it. Let's that back up here. Load that up. All right. Oh, I did. Not load up. Mount to. Demon tools, you're gonna screw me now. What you're gonna do? I haven't used demon tools in so long. Gonna just tell me to go screw myself. Tools light. Yep. Okay. Guess we'll try DT. There we go. Yep. This. There we go. All right, and now I got it to a menu. Right. Apparently, it's I can't even get it to the menu now. I thought I had got to make. Let me see if let me mount Percy. Yeah, here it is. So it's actually a Microprose, Hasbro, and Team 17, I believe. It's called Phoenix. And let's see if I can do the readme. Oh, it's going to do much here. Yeah, copyright 1999, Team 17. And then there was a site, phoenix.team17.com, which I doubt exists anymore. But yeah, this was... I've been trying to get this game to work. With very little success. I tried even getting it... I tried like loading it into a VM even. And it was just not having it. Because this was like a... I want to say a Windows 98 game. Not Windows 98, no. Windows 2000. Yeah, it's... Developed and tested under Windows 95 98 environment is not guaranteed fully compatible under Windows NT 4 or 2000. But it has 64-bit code in it because I can still run it. So it definitely should work on Windows 2000. And I tried it on that and I couldn't get it to run. From the XP era, yeah. It's from even before the XP era. Yeah. So the thing is, everything about it was working. Like I got it to the menu and stuff. what was happening was, like, it uses Direct 3D and all that stuff and DirectX. What was happening was it was trying to load the video cutscene for the first mission, and it was failing on a codecs error. And I looked up the codecs error, and it was a codec that was like an Intel, some like crazy Intel codec from back in the day that you just can't come upon anymore. You know what I mean? Because even when I like tried to bring it back to like a Windows 2000, it didn't have that particular codec. It was still having that same issue. And everything I've looked around to try to find anything about it, it's like there was people trying to patch this to make it work, and it wasn't working there. I tried using the 3DFX wrapper that's out there now, and even that wasn't quite working. So but yeah, this has like very few people have even recorded gameplay of this. But I had looked, there was like 1 or 2 videos that were like maybe a half an hour for this game. And it's like, you know, distributed by Microprose and Hasbro, and it was done by Team 17 way back in the day. Which was still, you know, a decent developer even today. So, you know, as far as I got with it. All right, let's switch back over to Dev here. My monitor back over. Alright, but you know, that's where we're at with that. Early area for the P64, but yeah, but it was. Because if it wasn't 64-bit, it wouldn't launch at all on Windows 10. So the fact that it launched at all means it did have some 64-bit code in there. Because they got rid of the 32-bit emulation layer at some point. I think just before Windows 7 or something like that. But yeah. What we have there. Okay. So, I did everything that was for. Right? Got all those pull requests done. Is there anything for a couple for Greenmail? Just get all these done right now. This is all just, you know, just kind of general janitorial stuff right now. I'll get this all down. Because otherwise they just kind of just collect. They never go away. They just keep getting more and more and more. All right. plug in. And text. That down, and Maven plugin. Cool, there we go. All right, and this build is working. I don't know if I have a build set up for Greenmail. I don't think I do. That's all right. Able to now pull all that code down. No. Result, update result. Cool. All right. Cool thing. So, where we left off last week is I had just gotten a very, very, very basic chat working. Very, very basic. Very basic web socket chat going. And very basic web socket for that matter. Which will be the foundation for quite a few things on the server side here. Build. Get it. The server running here. Let's see where we're at. Oh. And over to here. Cool. There's our hello world. And if we go to our channel, now send text messages, question mark. Is that not working now? Okay. Okay, so that has somehow broken. Since last time. So there's a question: is where's that broken at? So like, can we test it? Yeah, it's a long way off. It's a long way off. Oh, what do we got here? Unhandled exception for message handler method. Don't resolve parameter 1 and chat message. Name for argument of type string not specified. Parameter name information not found in class file either. Interesting. That might be some kind of spring change that just happened. We just updated spring. So that's channel controller. We want chat controller. So does destination variable needs a? I guess it needs a thing now. Takes a value. Alright. It's weird that it has to take one, but weird that's it's weird that that's required because usually it'll take the name of the variable. But let's see if that resolves our problem. Makes killer new streaming plays while messing around. Yeah. That'll be the day. I mean, I'll be happy if someone looks at it and goes, oh yeah, we can use some of this stuff for our sites, you know? That would be fine. But, you know, I don't have any lofty goals beyond that. Okay. Oh well, that was the problem. That's weird. That's now required. Okay. So be it, it's required. 2 S3 by make a duplicate of that tab. Pull it out here. Another test is up over there and over here. Oh, so good. So good. That is the very basics of a chat. Very, very, very basic. Now we got to add all the bells and whistles in. So I guess first things first. Let's get it so that it stays in one spot on the screen. I'm just going to put it in the center of the screen for now. And then we can move it later. So I need where is the chat HTML? Here. So I need this to be a specific size. So do class row and header. So I don't think I want to put it here. I think I want to put it on the tab. Well, no. I think I definitely want it. I think what it's going to be though. I need something in Bootstrap here. So I need container. Inner fluid. I hate this history thing that's popping up now all the time. Whenever you do a search, it pops up that freaking history now, and it drives me up a goddamn wall. Inner fluid is with your breakpoint. Your responsive containers. Inner fluid does the entire width. Container. Probably medium. That'll be here. Div class. That and grab this. There. And I guess right, and then each block would be, what's the, is it BG secondary? Is that what it is? Not quite doing what I want though. I want a I want a container, but I want it to be the correct height. Do it as a card too, I guess. But yeah, I think that's more than I need out of it. Please. So, how do I set the... Let's go and grab a station here. Let's see. Let's try chill pop, I guess. For now. What's my game plan for what I end up making? basically, I'm just going to put it out there as an open source project. And I want to get it to a point eventually where I can start accepting, like, where the hell did my cursor go? Here it is. Where I can start accepting, like, pull requests and stuff. And then just kind of, like, I want to flesh out, like, the whole idea behind it. Get the basics in place. Get, like, the concepts there. And then flesh out, like, you know, what kind of features I'd want and features I don't want. And then just kind of, like, put it out there. And, you know, have maybe there will be others in the open source community who kind of swoop in and are like, hey, we can help out with this or that or the other thing. Because my problem, I got several problems. One is I've never done anything of this. Well, I've done things of this scope, but I've never done anything of particularly of this type, like streaming video service, right? There's that whole streaming video part that's going to require someone with a lot of knowledge, which I can muddle my way through some of it, but it's probably going to require someone with even more knowledge of how to make that go fast, to jump in there. And then on top of that, though I've done large-scale applications, I've not done any that had to scale to this kind of level, right? I haven't done any that really require, you know, hundreds, you know, thousands, like so much data coming in and so much data going out. And so I don't want to end up in a, and I don't want to turn this into a pejorative, but I don't want to end up in a share plays situation where the site is damn near unusable from a viewer perspective. You know, like it takes 20 minutes just to load the homepage kind of thing. I don't think I'll fall into that same category because, you know, there's stuff they're doing there that I would never, had I been on that project, I never would have approved. Yes, let's have like 20 videos running on the homepage. Like, no, how about not? But you know, there's things like that. You have a solid base and build on it once the base set up. So we're going to show it working. Skip the encoding. Just pass the raw data. Well, it's at the end of the day, yes, you're passing raw data, but I can't really skip the encoding. And the reason I say that is because people want clips. I think they'll be fine without having VODs, but they'll want clips. And if you want clips, I gotta do some kind of encoding in order to grab the clip from the raw data, you know? And if you're gonna do that, then you might as well have some kind of encoding backend to do transcoding. Now maybe don't turn it on all the time, but you know, it's definitely something that's going to be needed. You know what I mean? So. You can link in VODs, go like Rumble or YouTube accounts of VODs. Well, sure. And I had thought about, there was a couple of things I was actually thinking of. And this was sort of, this ties into like how Livespace does things. Like I was thinking of you know, for VODs at least, I mean, if, since we need some sort of encoding, we'll probably have VODs. Because that's just kind of a natural extension of it. But the VODs probably won't be available for the users. They'll only be there for the streamers to download. Because users aren't going to watch VODs. Like, there's just, you know, if they're gonna watch VODs, they'll watch them on YouTube or something like that. You know, they'll watch them somewhere where they can get a decent quality out of it. They're not going to find them and watch them on a streaming site when they've got their choice of live things to watch, right? So they could be there as a, you know, for like a 3 or 4 days, just for the streamer themselves to download, and then they go away. And then that way the streamer can do whatever they want with them. Maybe I'll have a YouTube export. I'll just push them over to YouTube for them. You know, whatever the case may be. And then do it that way. Because YouTube, there's no point in competing with YouTube. YouTube has their algorithm. They're going to do VOD. They're going to surface VODs better than anyone else is going to do it. So why bother? Why not just work with that, you know? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And then but we still need clips and stuff like that. Or even a way to generate YouTube shorts and stuff. And then be able to link to the YouTube shorts even. One of those things needs to happen. So that stuff has to happen, but it has to happen like in a way that not only doesn't cost a small fortune, but also is scalable in that, you know, if 100 people are doing it at the same time, making clips at the same time, they're all getting a good experience doing it. You know, that's the hard part. The hard part is the scale, and the scale. This kind of scale is not something that I have done before, right? And so my hope is that if I get a solid base out there, there would be others who would be interested in kind of jumping in and like, all right, let's make this perform now. Let's make this scale. Kind of thing. Hopefully without breaking up the monolith. Because I still think a monolith is still a very viable solution. And having like microservices all over the place is not necessary in every case, but I'm not opposed to breaking things up into microservices as long as we don't have, you know, 3,000 of them that, you know, where 2 are sufficient, you know? That kind of thing. So it's a lot of that. And you know, the elephant in the room too is that I'm a technical person, not a business person. So trying to market a site, trying to do all the taxes and all the payment systems and stuff like that, like, not really my bag. Payment systems I can do, but like, you know, all the non-techie stuff, not really my bag. So I figure I can get away without doing any of that stuff if I just throw all the code out there and say, have fun, you know? You also see the need to remake the wheel. Use what's there. Sure. But a good example is LiveSpace, right? Like, they went in with a clear goal of getting something working. And they did. They succeeded. They got something working. And now they got it working. They're finding out very slowly why streaming sites do a lot of custom code, right? And a good example of that is the chat, right? They just took a chat client that was just off the shelf and repurposed it for their purposes. And that chat client is fine under normal circumstances. You know, you wanna help, chat on a website. You know, it works perfectly fine. But once you try to apply it to a streaming service where the chat is like the number one most important thing next to the video quality, right? Because it's the window to the users. It's the way the users interact with streamers. It's the way the streamer interacts with the users. And you find out that, you know, the amount of things you really need in there and the amount of reliability you need in it, you really kind of have to write your own. You really can't use something off the shelf because nothing off the shelf is purpose built for that kind of thing, you know? Chat can be more important than the video. Audio is second, video is third. Sure. But nobody wants a crappy video either, right? Nobody wants a... I mean, one of the struggle pieces with LiveSpace in particular is the video quality is good, but the delay is atrocious, right? Up to 10 seconds of delay. And that's a big problem because you're, again, hampering the communication between the viewers and the streamer. And that's you really got to get those things right. On the same hand, you can't just have 360p streams either, because one of the big complaints over on Twitch is most Twitch streams look like total ass. No matter how much bit rate you throw at it, it tends to just look like ass. No matter what you do, you know? Chat and audio and then video. Lower quality video as long as it's clear. Well, sure. But by lower quality video as long as it's clear, you don't want any artifacting in it. And that's one of the big problems I've seen on Twitch is just the artifacting. Even on high quality streams, you get a lot of artifacting. Or you get a video player that just craps the bed every 5 minutes or 25 minutes, you know? So, it's, you know, that's kind of the way I look at it. Right. So that's the big push is to get all that stuff kind of rolling. And I am, that's probably the most concerned that I am, is trying to get the video stuff in place. Like I'm definitely going for WebRTC. I'm trying to get that working. I also do want to do like an RTMP as a fallback, because I think restreamers are very important to a platform. They can be leeches, but they can also be very, very important, because what you're giving people is a easy way to test out your platform without changing their workflow too much. And if there's one thing I've learned over the years about streamers, is that streamers are lazy bastards. You get them to change, trying to get them to change just a little bit is very difficult prospect. You know, every time like OBS updates and one of their buttons just changes the label or moves slightly, it's just, you know, gnashing of teeth is all you hear, you know what I mean? So big of an undertaking, I think you should just made a game, be more fun. The problem with a game is it's so different from anything I've done that I don't really have any decent ideas. Like I could sit here, there's a platform being developed right now called Everywhere, which is kind of like a Roblox-esque platform where you just download their software and you can start to make games and stuff, and they have their own hub, and I'm sure they've got some crazy monetization scheme in there and all that stuff. And I could certainly download one of those. I could download RPG Maker, I could download any of those things and crack along on them, but they're just not any fun to do, you know? It's like I have more fun doing the things that I like doing a website than I do a game, because I don't really have any ideas for what I want a game to be. Like I have ideas for what I think would be pretty cool, but to sit here and try to make it, I don't know. It's just kind of there's a lot more tedium in there than there is with the code, you know? Start with making worlds and more, start to ask the characters more. Yeah, but it's and I get that. It's just like it's some of the tedium of it just bothers me. Like for instance, if I sit there and try to make a game, we'll say a 3D game, right? At some point I gotta sit down and do all the modeling. So let's say I buy a bunch of, you know, asset packs off a store and I get all those models down. Great. Now I gotta go and populate the world with all that crap. And I was watching the other day, I was watching somebody do some of the modeling for, they were streaming themselves modeling for Skywind, or not Skywind, Skyblivion, the Oblivion in Skyrim total conversion mod. And they sat there for probably 4 hours working on a bunch of rocks and some weeds and getting them just right in this one little area. And I'm like, you know what? Hats off to all the artists out there, but man, I can't sit there and do that. That just would annoy the crap out of me. Right? It's just so, the tedium of that to me is too much. I would rather be trying, you know, pounding my head on the desk trying to debug something than to be sitting there, you know, putting every little tumbleweed, you know, onto a map. You know what I mean? And so but that's part of it, right? That's part of the deal, part of the game. You got to do, if you're doing it yourself, you got to do that stuff. You got to do music. You got to do, the art and all that. And it's just those are just things that just do not appeal to me. I wish that they did. I would love to. For me, my ultimate game would probably be something that I did with ASCII art. Go full Dwarf Fortress on it. You know what I mean? Where I'm just focused entirely on writing the code and maybe a little bit of the story, and just kind of letting it do its thing that way, and just being minimal in every respect of the term. Because it's just like some of that stuff I just don't find interesting. And there's a lot of stuff in game development I just don't find interesting. And that's the problem. I mean, it's the same thing is true for what I'm doing here. Like, yeah, I need some artwork for this too. And I need a decent, UI aesthetic and everything. But the difference here is I can kind of do that a little bit at a time, and I don't have to, there's not a whole lot of it to be done. At the end of the day, I might have like 11 or 12, maybe not even 11 or 12, like 5 or 6 different styles of pages, and the rest are just copies of the other pages, So it's a lot less from that perspective to do. So that's the real issue there. Is I'd have to be teamed up with somebody who would just do all the stuff that I can't. I don't find fun, I mean that's how that works. So I don't know. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities that I would make some sort of game eventually, but it would be very minimalistic in terms of like style and everything. A few people that do 3D art and more. Yeah. Some of you know, and I know you. Yeah. I get it. I just Black Osprey's one. Mm-hmm. But see, that's one of those things where, like, I would feel bad like something like that. I would feel bad asking for help if I didn't have the full, or at least most of the guts of the game there. Right? Like I would have probably a lot of just sort of gray box stuff, and just kind of have just enough to get all the mechanics and stuff done. And then I would be like, okay, now it's time to like see if someone wants to jump in on it, right? Because I would feel bad being like, well, I don't have anything, I have like one level for you to look at, But most coding set, now you need items to take the holders. Yeah, exactly. But again, you need a decent idea for what you want to do, you know. And so far, the only idea I have is to remake Star Crusader, which is one of my favorite games, but it's, you know, there's a whole lot that goes into that. There's a lot of story and everything else that would have to go into that. Because if I were to remake that, I'd have to, first of all, we'd have to do it in such a way that we were not violating copyrights, because that stuff is owned by Take-Two, which is now a Rockstar thing. So, and we know how Rockstar loves their copyrights. So that would have to be something completely different and yet in the same spirit of that game, which means a complete overhaul of the story and the missions and all that stuff. So but that's about the extent of it I've had. And I'd still, the thing that I'm struggling with is I still want to do this too, right? But I can't, it's like I can't do two things at once. That's my problem. I can't I can't context switch on like I can context switch all day every day at the day job, but I can't do it for hobby projects because things just get left by the wayside and I end up not making progress, you know? Get 5 projects started and none go anyplace. Exactly. That's exactly how my brain usually works. Like, oh, you know what? Let me go jump over and do this other thing. Oh, let me go jump do this other thing. Like, and nothing ever. Everything's like 10% done. You know. I'd like to think that I could jump between two things seamlessly, but the only way that would work is if I retired from the day job and just made this my full-time thing. And even then, I don't think so. Yeah, good luck with that idea. Yeah, exactly. 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 That almost never works out. Especially for an old fogey. Like, I'm surprised, you know, there's a couple top streamers that are up in their 40s, and I'm surprised that they've managed it. Because viewers are very fickle. They want to see somebody of their own age doing crazy off the wall stuff. That idea of paying bills. Yeah, but still, I may be younger than you, but I'm still over the curve as far as like the content creator curve. You know? I mean, that's like, just look at Caffeine TV. I was on there for a while, and They made sure to change their rules so that I could never succeed on their platform. You know, they handpicked the beautiful people to do to be their spokespeople, and I was not in that class. Put it that way. They made sure that I could never hit the numbers needed for that. Like I still have my gold pin that they gave everybody for their who was in the first group of gold streamers. They had like cyan and they had gold and they had white, which was like super partners. Cyan was like a partnership and white was like a internal partnership. And then gold was like you hit certain numbers. And I have the pin from that. Like they gave everybody who got it in the first few months that it came out a pin. And then immediately after that they changed the number set. Most of them couldn't achieve it again ever. So that was that's how that went. There we go. Min each 100. We do that. Did absolutely nothing. So that's great. Well, I guess it did do it. Everything else is... How do I tell this to like be down the bottom? How do I flip something to the bottom? Bottom? Vertical line bottom?
Tell me where I belong. I've been searching all night.
Line bottom. So if I do... Line bottom there, will that work? Of course not, because why would their documentation be accurate? That thing. Vertical line. Why is this one vertical line?
It's a miracle day.
Table cells. Effects inline block, inline tail, and tail cell element. Flexbox still is correct. What is it? Self end.
You say it's all my fault. I walked away from it all. All those memories haunting our fall. A single life has come at the right time. I gave you a chance to treat me right.
Wax.
I'm a
Wax
blank canvas you can paint. Draw yourself a future with me. It's a mystery what awaits. Oh, it's a miracle.
Okay.
It's a miracle day.
Line. Self end.
It's a miracle life. It's a miracle day.
Yeah. Flex. Row. Flex column. Flex column. Okay. So the flex row. Row. Do that.
I see a better place in the old days when my journey first begun.
Okay.
But the storylines, the better times, take me back to the core. This is hard. You know there ain't no better place. Everybody know. Yeah, we should go and celebrate. This is
Do that. Looking a little bit better. Vertical height would be 90. Oh, fuck, right now. Thanks, TK as old lady. I appreciate it. It might be time to just ask ChatGPT to do it for me. Let me log in here first. What? There we go. Okay. Go back up. Let's see. And you create an example. Screen chat section that runs along the right side of the screen with a static header, a section that holds chat individual chat messages and is scrollable, and a section at the bottom that allows chat message input via a text area and a send button in Bootstrap. Got a lot slower, apparently. Okay. It's using Bootstrap 431, but I don't need any of this crap. Right. Well, they do that. I guess I could still grab. I still need the stuff. The style sheet stuff. Class container. Okay, interesting. Just made him class container, huh? For chat messages, class container, section chat messages, chat.
I choose you to be the one that I'm forgetting about. Have someone else, girl, figure you out, cause you on my arm just kills my style. I choose you to be the one I never really text back. Always running late, man, I hate that. And you made me miss another show, but don't feel bad, cause I choose you.
I have a feeling that's not gonna work at all.
Wasting all my gas. Get around yourself, girl, take the cab. I choose you.
I just say too much info. Yeah. Ours is better. Oh, we were trying to get the right, trying to get the right color for what shows up on the screen. Yeah. Let's see. This is just the chat header. So, yeah, I guess we do need a div class container chat area. Oh, well, actually, no. This is correct here. This is the chat area. I have that wrong. The BJ secondary would be on the actual messages. Chat box, and then form. And what did they do? Guess we just did chat input form inline. Okay. Form. Was it form? Or did they do div class? Form class. Line. There we go. That does it. We're off our rocker site. Just try to get it to show up correct on the stream. No, that's fine. That is fine. Next area. So then form control row 1, rows 2. Take that. Button primary. So this 2. And then this is class button primary. For now, it doesn't need to be. It's not really going to be a button. It's going to be more of a. It's going to be an icon, really. I don't believe it's going to work, but let's see. Get the style sheet over there. And I guess I'll just put that in the application CSS. And it would be the chat section. It would be actually div class. Yeah. That section, and then the header. That header, that box, chat form, chat header, chat form, Okay. Let's see what this looks like. Probably like crap. Huh. Yeah, what? Why would I want to chat that way? Why wouldn't I want this to be down at the bottom? Alright. Let's go back here. That's great. But can you make it so the chat input is into the bottom of the screen? It is certainly taking its time thinking now. Oh. Okay. Position fixed. Body HTML height margin. Interesting that they've done that. But I can do inner max width 100%. Already have a max width of 100%, honestly, but pick this one. Okay. I get the feeling though it's going to pin it. No, it might pin it to the right. Just, let's see what it does. Let's see what it does here. Did I save this? Well, that didn't do jack all. That form. It doesn't look like it actually found the CSS that I did. Oh, because the class is chat. Oh. F form, chat header. Yeah. Dot chat form. Chat box. Chat header. So really none of it was applying in the first place. Well, it pinned it to the bottom of this page. I did what I asked it to do. Just in an asinine way. Great.
I just need some time now to get things clear now, to get rid of my doubts, to get rid of my fears.
Can you rewrite the above so the that section is on the occupies no more than 25% of the right hand side of the page. And 5% of the width of the page and stays on the right hand side of the page with the at input at the bottom at the bottom of the section and not the whole page. I'm waiting for it to say, here, write it yourself. Okay. Play flex direction column 100 with 25 the light auto. Okay, this actually looks more promising. That section. Chat header. That dot. That form. Well, it's looking a little bit more like it, but I don't know why it's putting that like that. Header, chat box, chat form, chat section. Oh, it's changing the background color, which I don't want changed. That would be why. Chat form. So if I made this height 90%, that. Okay, we're getting there. We're getting there. Right, 85. Okay, now okay, now we're getting somewhere. Still not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's better. We're at a better spots. Okay, now I want I want the messages styled. The question is, how do I want them styled? So we got chat. The class message on it. The other thing is too, yeah, I'm probably gonna have, like, the users are going to be able to change their font and the size. So those will be separate. Those will be separate classes, I guess I add on to it. Excuse me. Also, am I using the... I don't think I'm actually using the font. Right. Supposed to be using... Is that in our application CSS? It will blur... Text. What is the... Don't I bring a font? I bring a font in, and I don't think I'm actually using it. Oh no, I don't. I don't have a font. Okay, that explains that. So I guess now would be the time to actually get a font down. Styles. Regular 400. Need a font. Okay. They've got a bunch of them here. Font design names. By trending. So I want open source. Need to know license. Any cost any of these fonts? No, all Google fonts are open source or without cost. Okay. These are all Google fonts then. I did not know. Little condensed mono. Ubuntu. Like 300. Donations, real fonts. But is it? What is the list? Oh, here it is. About and license. Open font license. Okay. Font license. Is. Let's say I'll open font license. Use OFL fonts. You can use them in books, posters, bundle them in apps or software with certain conditions. Websites. You don't need to include the license, copyright, or acknowledgement. Okay. Print accompany the font. Bundled within a program. Okay. Full package. Must include the copyright statement, license notice, and the license text. Okay. Can make web pages using these fonts. Yeah. For separate. Okay. Well, okay, cool. So I can host them. All that stuff. But in the mobile version, you have to include the text of the license. So that's fine. And that. So that, no. I just want to look at the folder here. Track the archive here. Well, that wasn't quite what I was looking for, but
always wanted this kind of outro. Wishing I could go back and tell everything I now know to a younger me. Looking up at 23, filled up with anxiety to overcome what's underneath and let him know he had something, but he got some problems coming. You'll feel like you need a lot, but you'll act like you're wanting nothing. It's like you're paralyzed, can't move cause you're terrified. Mind inside a paradigm where you don't even dare to try. So you just lay at night, wide awake with grandeurs of a way of life where everything is perfect till you open those ungrateful eyes. It's kinda like your place to hide. So instead, you'll do everything they say to do. You'll get a corporate job and make 100K out of school. The music still be working at it with your far from perfect habits. I wish that I could tell you that everything will be fine, but I'm not really sure I'm qualified to, because I thought I'd know what to say by now. And honestly, I thought I'd be in LA by now.
Okay, so through this under development.
Claim to be the next to do it without ever executing. I got a mixture of excuses and a list of resolutions, and feel guilty doing anything unless I've been productive. But time doesn't wait, so I'm just missing moments. I'm getting older without getting any closer. Every week I board another flight that takes me farther from my goals and leaves me at a destination that is hardly like a home. So now I'm out of sorts, I'm feeling out of pocket, I'm drifting out of port, I'm set on autopilot, and just to pay the price so I can pay the rent. Either pay attention or feel this pain again. And honestly, I'm terrified that I'ma die and be forgotten quickly. If I go out, I don't know if there's a lot who miss me.
So what do I need?
Soulmate, so at least I'll have a body beside mine to be rotting with me. My mind has been making all these obstacles. Some days I wake up and I feel like I'm unstoppable, and then the next day it feel like it's all impossible. The world is at my fingers, but there's nowhere else I want to go. And last night I finally hit my limit. Liquor in my system, but never had clearer vision. Punching walls and throwing keys, shards and broken screens. I couldn't keep blaming life for problems, cause I know it's me. The root of all these issues is the lack of all my actions. Tired of feeling like I'm not committed to my passions. And as the tears flow, I had a moment of clarity, feeling like I'm finally hearing all the things I would say to me, like, I'm begging you to cut the acts and the annex. It isn't any kind of magic, ain't no rabbit and hat trick. It's just maximum actions at bats with natural
all styles are contained in these. All the
but
styles are contained
right
in
now,
these
nobody's
spots.
nearing ya, and doing nothing is your mode and your median. You wanna flounder, you should go to aquariums. The block is mine like I'm owning Ethereum. I know you can hear me, but it's slow and fearing you gon' end up like another fucking
I would just be able to do
just walk around with absolutely no need for air
that
lungs.
and
Testament, back to times when no one would pair 'em up.
yeah,
So please just for a
size
minute, put a
version.
hold on the snare and drums. Give me a moment to share the love, and if you're over it, fair enough. Just let me know now. Do you really want the gold, or are you here for fun? Cause if it's the latter, I'll happily end the banter. You can get on that plane and live happily ever
what do we
after.
got
But I
here?
saw the way you got up this morning. You
143K, 157K.
Nobody's buying your charade, so why you trying to sell it? Said it's affecting those who love you and believe in you, the ones who want to see you do the shit that you've been meaning to. So treat this like you want it or get treated for this problem. You can't go through life halfing with these clouds around your conscience. You know you need to live each day deliberate, cause regret is unforgiving. You got choices, now show me which one is it. And I'm not worried about the numbers or the press of the streams. Just prove to me that you can focus on your dreams.
Going to...
Or else just give it up and move on. Pack your bags and put your suit on.
Going to... Where the hell is it at? Hey, Danish channel. Welcome.
I just wanna love me.
Where the heck is the development?
As much as you love me, as much as you love me.
Alright, just copy these and see if they'll come over nicely here.
As much as you love me, I just wanna love me. As much as you love me.
Alright, they did.
As much as you love me.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I know the sun gon' shine in the morning, but I just wanna
let's go.
as much as you love
So then
me. I just
bring those in.
as much as you love me. As much as you love me.
Bring this in by
Sun gon' shine in the
name, pretty much, I would think. So where's my head? Header, HTML header. Housekeep. Oh, I guess those come in via the CSS, huh? Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I guess, yeah. It's coming from the Font Awesome's CSS. So, then I guess I should bring those in from here. I figure out how to do that. That's not gonna do it. How do I... Where do I go for... Remove variable fonts online. Started. Alright. Oh, I don't do this very often because I don't remember how to do it. Font family. House sheet. Yes, I am coding right now. I'm making this is what I call the Hex project. I'm making a the beginnings of a live streaming service similar to Twitch and YouTube and all those. Making it open source, just kind of doing it as a hobby, not having any. I don't have any ambition to actually launch a site or anything like that. I just want to put an open source project out there that has all the stuff. And I'm just kind of doing it for fun, doing it as a way to have something to stream. I kind of use these streams as both like I can't really do a pure just chatting stream. I don't have enough topics in my head to do it. This is kind of my hybrid, just chatting plus actually doing something and getting something done. We're not really getting something done, but just at least doing something while doing it. So, but yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. And I do this on Friday nights and Saturdays usually, and then the rest of the week I tend to do just gaming stuff, live, streaming games, things of that nature. So, yep, that's the half of it right now. Very early on in developing this, and just kind of trying to figure out how I'm doing it. Oh shit. Oh shit, URL. I want to host them. How do I host the font itself? I wanted to host it. So good at coding. I'm okay. I'm okay. Font. Fonts to your website. Google Fonts for yeah. Got it. Font face rule. Download the font. Oh, I see. Okay, so it's in the CSS. You put the font face. Right. Okay. Font face, font family. So, yes, this font face. Font TTF would be the font family source URL. Okay, so put those in my CSS. Font family. Source and URL. All right. So I'll put that at the very, very top here. Wait. And what? What family? That's how they're doing it. How they said to do it. What family? Blah blah blah. Okay, so. And then it's just URL. Alright. Source and then URL. Source URL. What is that? Anyway, okay. First URL. That's gonna be the part tricky. Because is it gonna be tricky though? Let me see something here. Font family var. Curious how Font Awesome does it. Font family var font weight var. What size is the source at? Large, XL. Find SRC here. There's no URL there. I bet it's under here. Yeah, font face, font family, font style. So it just does. Yeah, okay. // web fonts. If they regular. Okay, I can just do that then. Source URL. Alright, so that's how that does that. Okay. Web fonts. That. Was it font? Font style? Was that the other thing? This font style normal. So font style normal. There, okay. We have that, and then Alec, and this would be that. Okay.
If you ever get sick of the coffee rounds and the hot foreign accent,
Do this and then say for dot message font family. Actually, no, not for message. For the whole site. Right. So body. Font family. That. So hopefully that means now the site is going to be using. Let's see how that works. If it works. Definitely look like a change. Okay. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks different. Okay. Okay. So far, so good. I have that. And these look different as well, which is good. So everything should look a little bit different. And it does. I need to get this thing to not be off the screen like that. That's another thing I gotta fix. Okay. So with that, so I got that. Then the other thing I want to do is I want to grab, while we're on the subject of fonts, open Lexic. Ability. Difficulty. It releases.
I'd love you in a New York minute.
Pre-released. And 17. Is that their most recent? 2017, 2019 pre-release. Okay, sure. So we'll download that. And
cynical, absolutely apathetic, unbelievable. This could never happen, unthinkable, unimaginable for me.
Archive here. Auto detect subfolder. Yay, that's what I wanted it to do in the first place. Okay. I want to move this over. Oh, excuse me. Over to development. Cool. And got regular. Got a bunch of them here. Regular EOT. So off two. Do they actually have a thing here? Okay. Well, I'm guessing it's just do the WAF and WAF 2 things. It's just I have to copy paste them for a bunch of things here. So let's go these. Like that. Copy them. And here, paste. Huh. Why did that have issues? Copy. What? You're opening input stream. What is that? Oh, do I not have? That would be weird if I didn't have permission and I could see it in here. Let's try 2 of them. Oh, you know what it is? It's still fixated on the last paste that I did. For some reason. We'll see that and then paste that here. Damn it. Okay, I think barrier is screwing up here. Reload. And let's see if that fixes my clipboard issue here. Copy. Paste. Why? Why is it having problems opening input streams for those? Are they being read by Dolphin for some reason? That's annoying. Try reopening it again. Copy. Damn it. Why is that? I gotta do it. Gotta do it manually. Gotta do it manually.
Dreaming, hoping, wishing on a star. Driving
Oh, there are no permissions on any of these files? What the ever living hell?
letters, pictures, looking for
Okay. I've never seen that before in my life. But there you go. Sketch mod before. Oh. Okay. Yeah, wow, look at that. Craziness. This one, this one, this one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. Alright. Copy. Oh, look at that. Now it pastes. That is, that's some craziness I've never seen. There you go. Let's see. Get the font faces of these in here. What if I can make the font family all the same and just have the styles be different? I'm gonna try that. This is open dyslexic, and that's the normal. I think I can do another URL here. Normal. And bold. Normal, italic, This is be, I guess, normal, but not weight. Probably bold, same as 700. Okay. Okay. That's, and this would bold and bold italic. And then italic. The italic there. The 2 and same thing, but it's not weight. 700 would be bold. Bold italic. I mean, I probably didn't need all of those, but you know what? Let's roll with it and see what happens. So, swap back over to here, see if what has changed. Okay. It looks like this is actually bolder now, which is good. That probably did that right correctly or done well. Then on, just for the sake of argument, this will be something that the user can change, but I want to see it with my own eyes. On a message. Font family is open dyslexic. I'll do this. Then when I say test, and it does look different. Another test. Yeah, it looks different, but it's not. It's hard to tell because it's so small. So let's do font weight 400 and size of 2 PM maybe. It's gonna be pretty big, but Or maybe not.
Gaze into your eyes.
The size not is it wrong?
The way you smile.
Font size.
I'm forever reaching out to let you catch a glimpse of me. Turn your eyes in my direction
3 EM.
to let you see. 'Cause you belong with me.
Oops. There we go.
Goes dark.
I don't know if that's the correct font.
I know you own my soul.
My inspector. Here it is.
Don't leave me on my I believe in happy endings. Could you
This is
run up with me
right font family.
in the process?
Pick the font.
Want to set you free, 'cause you belong with me.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like what's a good way to tell? Because this is what it looks like. I just copied this. That doesn't look like the right font. Take the font weight off of it. No, that doesn't look right. That does not look like this. So, am I not loading up the font? Properly, or what is going on here? Oh, hey, Error Code. Welcome with the hosts and 9 viewers. Welcome on in, everybody. Welcome in. How you doing, Error Code? Hope your stream was good. I saw you were playing Market Truck Simulator. Hey, Mala Classy, welcome. Doing good. Cool. I am doing good. I'm doing good as well. I'm just doing some coding here. I'm a little I guess, yeah. So the alerts are not so the alerts did not go off for Kick there. I think that's because of I think Caster Labs the alerts don't yet work for Kick. That's unfortunate, but oh well. Yeah, I don't have Botrix set up anymore. I have Caster Labs, but their Kick integration is still beta, unfortunately. But that's all right. That's all right. We'll play a different alert. How about this one?
I suppose by the transit of property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.
I think that's the one I had set up. Although I got to make that louder. I don't think I did. Did I set the volume on that properly? I feel like that volume was really low. Let's see here. Compared to everything else, it seemed like it was a little bit low. Oh yeah, it definitely is. That all the way up there. Rank it. I added 3 more things here to my soundboard. So now,
I suppose by the transit of property, I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.
there we go. That one and that one and that one. There we go. That sounds a lot better. But yeah, I am just doing my coding thing here, working on my live streaming service project thingy, hobby project. Working on, as you can see there, the chat. Although really, I'm just trying to get the where is my cursor at now? I'm trying to get the fonts to look proper at the moment. Okay, there's my cursor. So you're over here now. There you are. There. Yeah, just trying to get the fonts to look proper and correct. See if I just need a refresh there. But this is like the very basic chat going on here. It still does not look correct. I don't think it's loading up. I wonder if it's because I wonder if it needs the type there because I'm using, or if it doesn't like the multiple URL thing there. When doesn't Botrick sleep? Yeah, Botrick sleeping. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Where is the stuff? Where is my stuff at? This is not the one. That is not the one either. Let's go. Let's see this face again. Oh, they do have commas between them. That's what I thought that would have to be the case. Format WAF, format WAF 2. Yeah, I think they would have to have commas between them. Let me do it without putting the format tag in there. Do this and do that. Okay. Now, up into here, and I refresh and I say test. Ah, now it's working. Another test. Boom. There we go. Cool. So, what I've done is I've set up 2 separate fonts. There's one that'll be the default font, and one that'll be one that's an optional one that the users can change to, which is something I don't see any other sites actually doing, which is unfortunate. So, like, I have, this was something I was going to do for Glimish, too. If I ever had I gotten back around to the chat. was I was adding in the ability for users to change the font size of their chat, individual users to change the font size of their chat, and to change the font face. So like for Glimish, the default font face was Roboto. And I had it where, at least on a branch, I had it where you could change it to Open Dyslexic, so that if you suffer from dyslexia, you could change the font to Open Dyslexic and have something that's a little bit easier for you to read. Even if you don't suffer from it, the font is actually a little bit easier to read regardless, particularly from a distance. And then you could also change the size to whatever you prefer. And it's separate for every user, and the streamer is separate and everything else. So I want to make sure that as part of this chat implementation, I have all that built in from the get-go. I'm surprised that they don't do that on other sites. I'm surprised, like, of all things, I'm surprised Twitch doesn't have that ability. Because they've been around forever, and they've barely done anything with their chat, or the baseline chat anyway. Done a lot of other stuff around it. So that's good. So we got the font loading up properly. And just to make sure I haven't messed anything else up, I pull this out. And I commit that. We see it on both. Okay, good. So there's no tricks up my sleeve. It is an actual chat box. Okay. We got that. So this one in would be the good default here. Yeah, and then it would be, I have to change, so it would be, I guess the default message would be this. That. This computer, something is spinning up on this computer right now, because I can hear the fan going like crazy, and it doesn't usually do that. So I'm wondering what the hell is going on here. What is running, causing that to happen? I got a load average of 6.29 in the last 5 minutes. Like, what the hell is spinning up on here and doing that? Chrome is taking 194% of the CPU. What the ever living hell is it? I mean, the only thing it's doing is that really because of my chat box? Is that really taking up all that? Because it's subscribed to it? Am I really causing Chrome all kinds of issues here? Where's my... where's that? It's kind of snoozing right now, which I would expect it to be snoozing right now. I mean, I've got a heartbeat of 10,000, which, I mean, was just the default. I can always change that. What is the 10,000, What was it? 10,000. Where's the stop? Yes. Heart beating. Default value is 10,000 milliseconds. So that's what? 10,000 milliseconds is 10 seconds? That's probably, I mean, every 10 seconds for heartbeat is, I mean, that might not be that. We could probably go 20 seconds on the heartbeat. Because all that's really doing is making sure the chat is still connected. But I'm not entirely convinced that like a simple heartbeat should not be causing Chrome to just crap the bed here. Like, what is going on? I got that. I mean, yeah, granted, I have a ton of tabs open, but... Oh, you know what? Let's go to ChatGPT. I wonder if that is constantly pinging or something. Because I wasn't having that fan spinning up until I went and did the ChatGPT thing. So where are we at? Yeah, Chrome is snoozing again. Wild. Wild and wild and wild. I wonder if it was ChatGPT doing it. Yeah, load average is back down to 1.75 for 5 minute load average. Huh. Interesting. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we have the message there. So now the real thing is, okay, so we've got the basic test going on here. Now we're back to like the normal font. They're the very basic. Now it's time to kind of expand this and actually get it into, because right now these chat messages are going nowhere. They're just out in the ether and then they're gone. Now it's time to actually get them into the database. It means we gotta design the chat message table, which then begs the question, what should the table look like? So where's my migration? There you are. Okay. Channel. I'm going to take all of this. I'm going to make a new one here. We're going to make a new one here. There we go. 08 initial chat. Okay, and we gotta change this around to be, what is it, 12/01 2023 at, well, actually it's, I guess it's the second now. 2023 at 002200. And we'll say great table chat messages. Have I been? I think I've been making tables with that. Have I? No, I've just been smashing them together. All right, that's fine. Chat messages. So, now here's the good question. I am one to not allow chat messages unless you're logged. I think that is appropriate. I think if you're not logged into the site, you just can't. You can see chat, maybe, but you can't participate unless you actually create an account. And I think I want to enforce that because I think in the absence of that, I would have to give people like fake IDs or something, and then those wouldn't have any traceability to them. And if someone's on the service and they're just like spouting off gibberish, I want to be able to pin that to a user and say, okay, this user's got to go, kind of thing. So I think putting but the user ID won't be the primary key. That wouldn't work because the user's going to have multiple messages. So we're going to have to do, we'll say message ID. And I think I'm gonna stick with the UUID for message ID, just so that no one can guess other messages to like delete or anything like that. So UUID, not null, primary key, and then user ID also would not be null. Message ID, user ID. I think I want to move created up. Created. Last updated. Is there another date that I wanted? We have a created date and a last updated, which would technically be the last moderation action done to it. Although I guess there could be a scenario where that people edit their chat messages maybe. But yeah, last updated, created. So rather than active, it would be visible. So boolean, not null, default true. So deleting a message would set the visibility to false, basically, not actually delete the message. What else? let me think. Obviously, I have to put the message itself. So, message varchar, and I'm going to put a maximum message length of 2,000 characters. Not null. And then I want a sort of details, which would be a JSON blob, binary JSON, I mean. And that can be nullable. That can be null. And the details, because one of the things I liked that Glimish did was you had the actual raw message in a column, and that's the message column here, varchar 2000. And then they had a tokenized or broken apart message along with other details that they put into like a JSON blob column. And what's nice about that is basically all the messages that come in are going to have to be tokenized. They're going to have to be parsed. So what that means is I have to look at every word that comes in and I have to say, okay, is this an emote, a reference to an emote? Then make a note of it. Is this a URL? Make a note of it. And or block it if URLs are not allowed. Is this an animated emote, like an animated, not emote, but an animated GIF from a different service? Have that tokenized as well. And then you can kind of shove other details in there, like it's a reply to another message or whatever, and all that stuff can kind of be in the details. And then that way, when like chatbots and stuff like that want to connect to the API, instead of forcing them to parse the messages, they instead can grab all the details that have already been parsed by our internal server and use that to their own advantage. Because at that point you can say, like, instead of having the you'd still have the piece of the message that has like the emote on it, but you'd also have like the URL of the emote and things like that, and then have that all parsed out already and ready to go. And then the chatbots can just basically look at that blob and say, all right, here's, print this message out, go to this URL, grab this image, put it there, put this message, put that message, blah, 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 blah. Or this emote is on its own, so make it this size, so on and so forth. And then that just kind of makes everything a little bit nicer. And then that also helps us on the UI perspective, because the server has basically parsed all that message, and then when it goes to go to display it on the UI, we've already got the whole parsed message out, and we just have to run with it. Run with the JSON that's in there and go grab all the images and stuff, and not have to parse the message a second time. Because basically every time you would go to display the message, you would have to parse it another time. Whereas by doing it this way, the message gets parsed once when it's sent, and then that parsed blob is held in place, and then everyone else just reads the thing that was already parsed, so they don't have to spend additional cycles redoing the same effort again. So that was something that was actually an optimization they made for Glimish, because they didn't originally have that, and it was definitely a very good one. a very good idea that they had there. And I imagine there's something similar in a lot of the other chat bots as well. Because you really don't want to be, you really don't want to be doing more work than you need to. You want that chat to be as snappy as possible. You want it to just go through as quickly as you can. It does mean that there's more processing happening on the server side, but in theory, you could throw more hardware at that. Oh. Okay. That's the details. Alright, give me just 1 minute, folks. I gotta hit the restroom. Little biology break, and I will be right back. Okay, I am back, and I think what we're going to do is I'm going to get this table designed and put into the database, and then I think we'll probably call it there, because I'll be back tomorrow afternoon and for the longer session. But before we get there, we still got a little bit to do. So settings. So we want foreign key, chat messages, identities, user ID, references, identities, ID. Cool. On that. Actually, did I? Yeah. Okay, and what else? Is there anything else I need? Because details kind of opens up a whole world of things I can put in there, like badges and username colors and all that stuff. Yeah, last updated visible message. I do wonder if this doesn't. Yeah, I guess that doesn't matter. Like to put in reply to or anything like that. It'll just be another message ID. And a lot of that I could actually predetermine too. Like the more you do up front, the better off you end up being, I think, at the end of the day. Rollback drop table if it exists. Chat messages is the correct rollback there. Yeah, I think that'll be good for now. Oh no, I need I need channel ID. Need to know what channel the message is for. Do I have channel? Yeah, so channel ID is the user ID. So I would be, so it would be, user ID would be, I need to do this in such a way that I don't get confused later on. So instead of calling it user ID, I will call it what is succinct? Sender ID, and that would be here, sender ID, and then channel ID, the UUID, not null, and then that would go into foreign key, chat messages, channels. I call it channels. Yeah. I call it channels. Okay. Foreign key, channel ID, references, channels, user ID. There. Yeah, I almost missed the most important thing. Because you need to be able to separate messages by channel and by sender. Because the message ID itself is not that important. It's really just there as a primary key. Well, it's really there as a differentiating key, honestly. It is important because a sender could have multiple messages in a channel. So sender ID and the channel ID will be repeated, but the message ID will not, and that will be hence the primary key. That's got to be unique for all the records that are there. Yeah, okay. Let's go with this. Let's roll with this. So, I'll say, stop this for a moment. Project clean. It's copied over. Cool. And then we'll do run. DB migrate. Ran 1. Bean change sets. Okay, so then I'll come over here and I should have select all from chat messages. There we go. We have a chat messages now. If I describe the table, you got message ID, UUID not null, sender ID, UUID not null, channel ID, UUID not null, created timestamp not null, last updated timestamp not null, visible boolean not null, defaults true. Message varchar 2000 not null, so no one can send a empty message. I think is good. And then the details message details are a JSON binary blob or JSON blob, I guess. But that can be nullable, just for the sake of argument. In case I ever want to separate the saving of the message from the generating all the details. Probably won't separate them, but if just on the off chance I need to, I can. We have foreign key reference. The primary key is message ID, which is correct. We have a foreign key between channel ID, and that references the table channels user ID, and a foreign key from sender ID to the identities table ID, which is the user directly. That is correct. All right. I think we're good there for now. Save that. One more table for the database, and that's our initial push at it. Now I might want to take some of this chat stuff and move it into like a chat CSS file, maybe. We'll see. This is really chat specific. We might want to move that, but more important thing is tomorrow we'll get the messages saving to the database. We'll start to do some of our initial parsing of messages. I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do when it comes to emotes and how those are gonna work. Like, I can parse them out of a message, but then where the hell do they go? So we might have to do some... I'm not going to do any emote uploading things yet, but I do need a spot to point to say, here's the emotes in the system. So I might have to make some, default emotes for the whole site and throw them somewhere. So we can have some tests of that. And then I gotta get usernames into the mix, and then eventually badges at some point. And all the other stuff, and then at some point we'll have to look at I'll have to re-examine the integration with like a GIF site and see if I can do that integration more on the server side than on the client side. That might be interesting. We'll see, but that might actually be a separate thing that I come back to at some point. But I do want to get user settings, the beginning of user settings started. I think we're going to need a user settings table, which we don't really have right now, per se. We do have like a user details, but I don't know if I would put it in there or if I put it under settings, or see where I want to put that. But that will be integrating the user settings with like being able to change their font sizes and chat sizes and all that stuff. So that'll be part of that. And try to spiffy up the chat a little bit, I guess. I mean, there's not a whole lot more to do there other than just make it look a little bit better, I guess. And then yeah, at some point we'll have to start looking at events and how I'm going to test. I'm going to get events going through the WebSocket, and handling them, like a subscription event or a follow event or a donation event or whatnot. I think we have the basics of those, of what pipeline those will take, but then I can just work on like the basic implementation of that. So yeah, and then that kind of opens us up to maybe starting to look at, maybe I take a step back and I start looking at the mobile stuff. Look at what I'm going to do for making a mobile portion of it, because we'll have a functioning chat, and we already have a way to sign in and stuff through through OAuth. So that would be enough to kind of get like the beginnings of something started there. And then the big question becomes, how do I get video to work? And that's probably the scariest part, because I definitely want to work on the WebRTC part of that, but I have no idea how I can break that up in such a way that it would be, the progress would be immediately visible during the stream, you know? That might be something that I really have to kind of hammer out off camera, and then kind of get it to a point where I can start to like actually test it first through a browser and then through, you know, OBS or something. So so that's kind of where I'm at with all of that right now. So very, very long way to go, but doing pretty good, I would say, all things considered there. We're still making steady progress. I will, let me commit what I've got right now, since this is relatively benign. Oh, is HTMX? Oh, did I accidentally commit HTMX min.js? Yeah, that should be. Remove that from the index. Remove that from the index. Fonts are okay. Okay. More chat updates and added fonts. Okay. What happened there? Yeah. Weird. Crap. Did I actually put these up here? First, main web inf. Yeah, I did. Didn't do that for anything else, did I? No, I think I just messed up for those. Yeah, last week I committed this. Can I? Well, I guess the best way I can do this is to delete them and then commit delete. Yeah, because I have all the other ones are ignored. So if I go delete those two, and then commit. Okay, yeah, those are commit for delete. Okay, that should get rid of them. And then project clean build, bring them back. Right, and then I can mark these as ignore. 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 Oh. Excellent. Excellent. That should be all fixed up. Oh. Go under here. Okay, there's no more. They asked for those. Get ignore. Now has that in it. Cool. Build should succeed in a few seconds here, hopefully. Hopefully. And then we are good for the night, my friends. Yep, there it is. Read it. Yep, that'll do it for me for tonight, my friends. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching and hanging out and keeping me company and all those things. Thank you again to Aircode for the raid. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you to everyone for hanging out and just kind of chatting me up and everything. All good stuff. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I guess it's actually for me today afternoon, but around 2 p.m. ish, I'd say, Eastern time. And I usually go for several hours, well into the night. We'll be doing some more coding. Sunday, I don't know. I've been usually taking Sundays off, but I might pop on for a few hours and play some more. What is that game? Chants of Sonar, because I'm really enjoying that. So I might pop on and do a little bit of that. I might pop on and do a different puzzle game. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see as it goes, my friends. Anyway, let us, if I can find my cursor, here it is. Let us see if there's anyone live on LiveSpace. There usually are quite a few that I can send you to over there. Actually, yes. I'm going to send you guys to Shin Sakura. And actually, we're going to kind of double you guys up. For those of you on LiveSpace, go on and pop in and say hello to Shin, who is playing Stardew Valley. He's also playing Stardew Valley with Overlord Cornut, who I believe is live right now on Kick. Can I do a host on Kick? Let's see. I might be able to. All right, let's see. Hosts. Yep. He is playing Stardew Valley with Overlord Cornut. I am going to host Overlord on Kick. Please free to go say hello and all those things. And if you're on LiveSpace, please go to Shin and say hello there. I will be hanging out in his chat for a bit, as I do usually on Saturday nights. And my freaking camera. Freaking camera all the time, always with the freezing. So we're going to do that. But yeah, that is the plan. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Hope everyone has an excellent morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on what it is for you. And hope to see you back here again in the future for some more stuff, whatever happens to suit your fancy. Until then, see you, bye.
I suppose by the transitive property I too must be Vulcan as a motherfucker.